Welcome to NIBM Global Webinar. I am Dr. Rakesh, Associate Professor and Head of Department, CHMM College, Varkala, affiliated to University of Kerala. Today I am discussing a topic relating to industrial relations. The question is, what is industrial relation as far as an industry is concerned? What is its relevance? Industrial relations means the relationship between the employer and employee in course of employment in industrial organizations. So what should be the relation between the employer and the employee as far as an organization is concerned? A smoothful and cordial atmosphere or environment is very much needed for the successful working environment, for creating such a working environment. So industrial relation is very important, and then we go for the basic definition of an industrial relation. According to J.P. Dunlap, is a very famous management expert, as his definition says, industrial relations are the complex interrelations among managers, workers and agencies of the government. So now we discuss what are the basic features of industrial relations. Industrial relations are outcomes of employment relationships in an industrial enterprise. These relations cannot exist without two parties. As I told you earlier, these two parties are namely the employer and the employee. Industrial relation systems create rules and regulations to maintain a harmonious industrial relation. The government is intervening to shape the industrial relationships through laws, rules, agreements, terms and charters. Several parties are involved in the industrial relation system. The main parties are employers and their associations, employees and their unions, and the government. These three parties interact with economic and social environment to shape the industrial relations structure. The industrial relations are dynamic and developing concept, not a static one. It is a developing one. It is always dynamic in nature. They undergo changes with the changing structure and scenario of the industry as and when change occurs. Industrial relations include both individual relations and collective relationships. So individual relationship and collective relations are very much important as far as an industrial atmosphere is concerned. Now we discuss some of the objectives of industrial relations. To maintain industrial democracy based on participation of labor in the management and gain of industry. To raise productivity by reducing tendency of high labor turnover and absenteeism. To ensure workers' participation in management of the company by giving them a fair say in decision making and framing policies. To establish a proper channel of communication. To increase the morale and discipline of the employees, and finally to safeguard the interest of the labor as well as management by securing the highest level of mutual understanding and goodwill between all sections in an industry. Now we discuss something about the importance of industrial relations. First of all, the uninterrupted production, that is very much important as far as the industrial relation is concerned. Second one, reduction in industrial disputes. Another point is high morale, and one more point is there called reduced wastage. Contributes to economic growth and development of the country. So the question is, how an uninterrupted production environment can be created? As I told you earlier, this kind of an environment can be created through the by creating a cordial atmosphere between the employee and the employees. Now, the causes of poor industrial relations. What are the major reasons why the industry or the problems which is arising in an industry? First point is economic causes. What do you mean by economic cause? Often poor wages and poor working conditions are the main causes for unhealthy relations between management and labor. Many of the organizations you can see the management is not providing the salary on time, or even if they are providing the salary but is not up to the industrial standard. So economic cause is mainly coming under the poor wages and poor working conditions. Next we come to the second point, that is organizational causes. What are the main problems which is occurring in the organization? So faulty communication system, because the top level management is taking certain decisions, it is not reaching at the middle level or the lower level employees working in the organization. Definitely that will create a communication problem among the top level management, middle level management and the lower level management. So faulty communication system is one of the main reasons, and unfair practices and non-recognition of trade unions and labor laws are also some other causes of poor relations in industry. So non-recognition of trade, many of the private organizations are not recognizing the privatization, or they are not providing a trade union or the labor laws in their organizations. These all will create a poor relation, industrial relations in the industry. And the third point is social causes. Uninteresting nature of work is the main social cause of poor industrial relations. Fourth point is psychological causes. Lack of job security, that is one of the main problem many of the employees are facing today. So lack of job security, non-recognition of merit and performance, poor interpersonal relations are the psychological reasons for unsatisfactory employer-employee relations. And finally, political causes. Multiple unions, inter-union rivalry weaken the trade unions. As you know, in many governmental organizations or the public sector, you can see multiple unions are functioning. So inter-rivalry between these political parties or political unions, which is weaken the trade union system in an organization. So defective trade union systems prevailing in the country has been one of the most responsible causes for industrial disputes in the country. So for providing a proper friendly atmosphere in an organization, we should avoid all these problems. Thank you.